athletic population is an exciting market and all of you should tap into it. As you can see, we have the room set up so 2 trainers or 3 trainers can be working with different groups of athletes. Andy's working with 2 football players at the racks, doing a variety of strength and explosive moves, followed by some functional movements using free motion chest and other functional training equipment such as the stability ball. And Jesse is working a private session with a basketball player. Here, he's using the incline bench press to develop musculature in the upper body, an anterior reach to develop balance, and a rotational slam to develop rotational core power.
Now let's talk about the specifics of why we chose the equipment and what is being done at each station. On the right, we have a strength rack. The strength rack is closed and is excellent for strength exercises like the back squat. On the left, we have the power rack. The power rack is open and allows for easy pickup and explosive movements and then back to a rack position. After we do these primary movements, the athletes then move into the functional training arena, the functional area of this room. As you can see, one of them is doing a stability ball push-up. This exercise requires extreme amount of balance and stability on the shoulder area, as well as an incredibly stable spine. We love the hands-on ball stability ball push-up for total body core strength, as well as pushing ability. The free motion chest is an excellent piece to develop a standing pressing ability. Football players need this ability, as you know, when they engage with opponents from the standing environment. So nothing beats the standing chest press for this particular purpose. The recline pull here is excellent for developing pulling strength as well as strength in the entire back side of the body. This is why he's holding an arched position. This is very important to keep the paraspinals nice and tight, the glutes engaged, as well as the hamstrings. Here we're developing the core with what we call a 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock rotation. The Predator is this band that you see here using 3 green bands. This is an absolute monster, and this rotation will light up your core like nothing you've ever seen in the gym. Mandatory for all of my football players. Of course, all athletes need a strong upper body, so we use traditional lifts such as the incline dumbbell press that you see here to develop a strong chest, shoulder, and tricep areas. Immediately after, we start now engaging in the functional exercise and the functional movements. Here, a single leg anterior reach uses the Eric's pad to create an unstable training environment. This cross pattern that you see where we're standing on one leg and pointing with the opposite arm is extremely important because it crosses the lower body to the upper body in a diagonal pattern. That means right hip to left shoulder to right hip. As you can see, this requires an extreme amount of lower body balance and stability. From the contralateral anterior reach, we go straight to a convertible slam. The convertible slam is incredible for developing dynamic rotational power. Dynamic rotational power is useful in all sports, especially from the standing environment. A lot of times you see rotational exercises being done from the floor. Those are good, but we like the standing explosive training environment here. Back to the power racks, you can see how one trainer can easily keep his eye on 2 different athletes, both training different types of performance components, strength and power. Notice how this area lends itself extremely well to 2 trainers working with multiple athletes. Everybody's working congruently and they stay out of each other's way. Again, this fast pace not only develops strength through the traditional exercises, but your central nervous system stays elevated, as well as your cardio parameters keep getting elevated as well. This is the real nature of sports. Stop and go, high intensity, moderate intensity, and low intensity exercises all being done in a sequence. The pace doesn't have to be super rushed, but it does have to be consistent and well paced. That means you have enough recovery to bring your heart rate down, but immediately you're engaging in some type of high intensity or moderate intensity event that keeps your cardiovascular parameters at a high level. Again, the recline pull and the rotational component of that Predator make a great core training environment for the pushing, rotation, and pulling musculature.
As you can see, this area is perfectly suited for the athletic population. Go out to your local high schools and get all the athletes you can and bring them into your 1,500 square foot profit monster.